Hello everybody, and welcome to another Sketchbook Sunday episode. I'm going to be painting an acrylic painting today, specifically this A-frame cabin in the woods that I dreamt of last night. I had a dream about something, and this is the vision that I dreamt of, and so as soon as I woke up, I quickly jotted it down because I thought it would be an excellent idea for a Sketchbook Sunday painting. So that's what I'm going to be painting today. I know that this is primarily a watercolor channel, but I really wanted to finally finish this sketchbook. I only had a few pages left, and I've already started a different sketchbook that was a little bit better at holding watercolor. So I wanted to use some of my acrylic paints that have just been sitting in a basket wanting to be used. So I gave my acrylic paints a little bit of attention recently and decided to use them to paint the vision that I had in my dream. So I hope you stick around for the painting and for the chat. So I love the woods, and if you are a long-term subscriber, you know that I'm obsessed with this vision of like living remotely and living in the woods and homesteading and that sort of thing. And I know by now you're probably getting sick of me talking about it almost every single Sketchbook Sunday, but today I felt especially called to talk about it because lately I can't believe I'm going to say this, but it's almost been a source of unhappiness for me, just thinking of it and being so obsessed with wanting to achieve this lifestyle. I have wanted to live remotely for quite a long time, a few years probably, and when I started wanting to live like this, it was much more of a healthy thought process, because I thought, that's where I would like to live, and I would just be making very casual life decisions that slowly put me in that direction. But recently, because I've been so obsessed with achieving this lifestyle, I watch a lot of YouTube content that is related to this kind of lifestyle. And, the YouTube people, being as clever as they are, they know if they recommend similar content to what you've viewed in the past, they'll probably make you stick around on the platform for longer. So I have been subject to that unending black hole that is YouTube, where recommended videos lead to more recommended videos, and then you don't even know how you ended up where you ended up. But I used to view these videos a lot more passively, but because I was watching so many of them, all these new YouTube channels started popping up, and I didn't realize how many people were already living the kind of lifestyle that I dreamed of living. And so many people were building their own cabin and sharing their journey on YouTube, and they made it seem so romantic, like they truly romanticize it, because logically I know that it isn't all butterflies and rainbows. There are some really hard times when you're building a house or, working a homestead life. It's a lot harder than they make it seem, but it's hard to put that in perspective when you're sitting on your couch living in a place that you would rather not be, and seeing other people live their seamlessly or seemingly happy lives. And it's sometimes difficult to separate that from like your expectations from the reality of the situation. And I was thinking about this a lot. I was wondering, why did I seem not happier before, but just less aware of how much I want a specific lifestyle. And I was quite content with where we live. Not necessarily where we live, but my life in general, I was quite content with it. I was pretty happy. And there was a moment where I started losing that contentment. I started craving more, and I wanted it to happen immediately. I wanted to achieve this lifestyle immediately and get out of where I was in that current situation. And the more I thought about it, the more I started analyzing the reasons behind why that mentality change was happening. And I'm kind of rambling. This probably doesn't make any sense to you. I'm trying to work through the hurricane of thoughts floating through my head right now. But let's just say, I'll give you a tangible example. Let's say I'm happy with my life situation and the lifestyle that I'm living. Then I start viewing somebody who is living a different lifestyle, and they appear extremely happy in that lifestyle. And because we all are pursuing happiness in some form or avoiding pain, you start to think that you will be happier if you are living the lifestyle that these super happy people seem to be living. And so you start being unhappy in the situation that you are in because you are pursuing what you think will make you happier. And maybe it will in the short term, but if that is the kind of mindset that you have, where you are constantly pursuing something else because you think that's going to make you happier, then you will always default to unhappiness. Because happiness isn't a place, it isn't a person, it isn't a thing, it isn't in money. Happiness is a state of mind, and it is a choice. So if you choose to be happy in whatever situation you're in, or until you choose to be happy in whatever situation you're in, you will never achieve true contentment. At least that's sort of the conclusion that I have come to after thinking about this sort of stuff a lot over the last few weeks. Why do we make ourselves so unhappy? Why do we constantly want what other people have? Well, I think it's because we see that they are apparently happy, and we also want to be happy. We want a greater level of happiness. So I think I am going to be stepping back from social media for a little bit, because that might be the source of a part of my unhappiness. Don't worry, YouTube is not one of those things. I'm still going to be posting my 2 videos every single week, but I think it's the Instagram and the kind of black hole of YouTube that I get into. But luckily there are apps to block, timelines and that sort of stuff. So anyways, that is my chat. Those are my thoughts for today. I hope you enjoyed this beautiful painting. I hope you stuck around. If you did, thank you. Thank you for sticking around and watching till the end. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and I will see you in the next episode.